Hello everybody and welcome back to the Miami Dolphins franchise here on ESPN NFL 2K5. Last episode we did win the Super Bowl undefeated, so now we're going to do some season simulations to cap off the series. And we lose to the New York Jets there, but we are 7-1 now. Make it 8, make it 9, 11. We are 12-1. 14-1, 15-1. What a season, capped off by beating Ethan Long and his Cardinals team. Wild card round we don't have to play in. Houston Texans in the divisional. They were the 6th seed in the AFC, as you can see from those graphics. So do we beat the 6th seed? Yes, quite easily, 31-6. Now playing the Denver Broncos in the conference title. We played them in last year's conference title, but this year we are going to lose to them by a touchdown. So Denver goes on to win the Super Bowl against the San Francisco 49ers. So after that big Super Bowl win for the Broncos, we move into another season, and we're going to start it off 6-0. We're going to start it off a perfect 8-0 before our bye week. Kill the Buccaneers, beat the Jets, beat the Patriots, beat the Bills, beat the Browns, Bengals, kill the Ravens, barely squeak by the Saints to go 16-0. Another perfect regular season for our squad. As you can see, Ethan Long and his Cardinals doing pretty well out there in Arizona. So we're going to simulate the wild card round. We're going to play the Chargers in the divisional and beat them by a touchdown. Then we're going to play the Chiefs, so an all AFC West right there, and we'll beat them by 14. We're going to play Ethan Long and his Cardinals in the Super Bowl. They're 16-2. We're 18-0. What an epic Super Bowl, and we're going to win it 17-10. So undefeated once more, another perfect 19-0, twice done. One in gameplay, one in simulation. And now we move to 2008, where we're going to start out this year a perfect 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, 9-0 before our bye week. We go 10-1 with a loss to the New York Jets. That's the second time the New York Jets have stalled us from a perfect season. And we're going to go 15-1. Heading into the playoffs, of course we skip the wild card round. We're going to play the Jets again, the only team to beat us. Look at Arizona, number 1 seed once more in the NFC. We beat the Jets by 9, moving us to play the Tennessee Titans in the AFC Championship game. We'll beat them by 2. What a close game. And then, against Ethan Long again, we beat them by 3. So another Super Bowl win against the Cardinals, a couple in a row there. This time we only go 18-1. But let's move to 2009. That gives our Dolphins 3 Super Bowl wins in the last 4 years here, 5 years total in this franchise. So here we go for the 6th year of this franchise. And we're not doing as good as we had been doing. We are going to go 10-5, make it 11-5 here with a win against the Bengals. So now we got to play the Jaguars in the wild card round on the road, and we beat them. So now we're going to play the Jets on the road. They won the division, and we beat them. Now moving to the Broncos in the AFC title game, we beat them by a point. We have won 3 games by a total of 7 points there. And now we get to go to the Super Bowl one more time. We have 3 Super Bowls under our belts. Carl Gallows, Kaz's player, is playing for the Redskins at 100 overall. So is Liam Rogers. So 2 of our former players playing for the Redskins, and we beat them 14-7, just like we did in the perfect season Super Bowl back in 1972. So another Super Bowl win for us. That would be our 4th Super Bowl win. NFC wins the Pro Bowl, so let's move into the next season. I guess I skipped a season somehow? I don't really know how that happened. We're in 2011. It just said 2009. I don't know. I'm confused. But here we go. We're going, and we're undefeated again, going through 14, 15. Can we get 16? We get 16-0, and we killed a lot of people this season. I would expect us to win the Super Bowl. Here we go, taking on the Texans in the divisional. We beat them 24-6. Taking on the Cleveland Browns in the AFC title. We beat them as well. And we're going to take on Kaz, Liam, and their Redskins one more time. And we're going to beat them by 6 points, 38-32, for our 5th Super Bowl win this franchise. That is incredible, and I'm super happy. And another perfect season. That's the 3rd one we've done, I believe. So now we're going to go through the 2014 beginning season. Oh, wow, we are not looking good here. Nope, not looking good at all. We might have finally lost it. We're going to go 5-11, so not even close. Let's take a look at the playoffs. Cincinnati, San Diego, New York, and Carolina. Let's see the divisional round. Cleveland, Indianapolis, Carolina, and New York. Interesting. Cleveland and the Giants. It's going to be Browns-Giants Super Bowl, and the Giants are going to win it 44-20. They were 9-7 going in, and they win the Super Bowl, so congratulations there to the Giants. Another different Super Bowl winner for this franchise. So now we will end the series by taking a look at some of our former players. Shane Marino threw 334 touchdowns in his career. As you can see, his quarterback rating, 102.4 in his career. 1,900 rushing yards as well in his career with 13 rushing touchdowns. So, a career 65% passer, 42,000 yards. You guys can look up yourself where that would put him on the all-time list. Here is Ethan Long, having played for the Cardinals, 44,000 yards, more than Shane Marino. Career 66% thrower, 326 touchdowns, 104 interceptions, and a career passer rating of 103.9. So you could see where that would put him as well on the all-time list. 23-29 in rushing and 18 rushing TDs. Now, Zach Brader. We look at Zach Brader. He's coming out of Florida. And there you can see 15,849 yards, 124 touchdowns. And, of course, like I said, you can look yourself to see where that would place him. That's relatively close to, like, top 5 all-time. Brader did a really nice job in his career. He ends his career as a Ram, unfortunately for him. Terrence Bowling, Huskers player, he finishes his 11 years with 14,000 rushing yards, 91 total touchdowns, 1,674 receiving, and 15 TDs there. He was really picking it up, and then the last few years he just has not been the same. He only played 2 games in 2013. We move to Jake Pride, who ends a Steeler with 12,000 receiving yards and 92 touchdowns. I don't think that puts him super high on the receiving list, but interesting enough. Alpo Pool ends with 1,090 tackles and 88 sacks, 8 forced fumbles, and 26 picks in 174 games as a Raider. Terrence Bopus ends himself with 1,129 tackles, 143.5 sacks, 16 forced fumbles, and 4 interceptions in his career, which ends here with the San Francisco 49ers. So, interesting for Bopus and Alpo. Here is Carl Gallows, Kaz's player. He would end with 860 tackles, 75 sacks, 8 forced fumbles, and 9 picks. Of course, ending his career with the Washington Redskins. Josh Gunn, Out of Penn State would end his career with the Eagles. He had 4 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a bunch of picks. Hermes Holt had 42 picks, 63 picks. Wow, that's pretty high on the all-time list. I think the all-time lead is 82. So that's got to be up there. 3 forced fumbles, 6 sacks, and 256 tackles. But he ends with the Dallas Cowboys. Thank you guys for your support on this series. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Some of you guys didn't make it to the video because I couldn't find you.